Can you hear me now? Ah, gotcha. Hello. If you can hear me, can you please go ahead and put your name in the chat? Listen, if you don't want to say your name, I get it. Why are you so high? Hold on, guys. I'm about to adjust my camera because this height is stressing me out a bit. It's gonna do a heavy drop down. Okay. Ooh. All right, I think that's better. That's better? We're cool? All right, your name, if you don't want to put your name, put whatever you want to put. Okay, we got Terry and Charm Markner, and Melissa and Des, and Minnie and Erica and Christine and Thomas. Hello, how are you? Byron, how are you? Ashley, how are you? Sean, how are you? We have Don, okay. Nikki and Renee and Jess and Mystic, how are you? Jay Rich, Connie from Minnesota. How's Minnesota? Is it cold out there? Is it cold? Let me make y'all a bit bigger so that I can see you and you can see me. Uh-oh. Okay. Mark, shout out. Yeah, I am back. Dante and Marcus and the world Bonko. Jamie. Oh my gosh. How is everybody? How am I doing? I'm doing good. I hope y'all are doing good as well. Well, anyways, today's going to be a fun one because we're going to talk. Let me see if I can make it a little bit more calm in here. Oh, that didn't make it calm at all. We'll take it back to where it was. Anyways, today I'm going to answer any question that you have. A couple, but I also obviously have a big announcement. So some of you were here on Thursday, and you know exactly what Thursday comprised of. So does anybody know what Thursday comprised of? What did we do on Thursday that not everybody has access to? Go ahead and help me out with that one. Two really funny things. They're not funny at all. The first thing is I haven't streamed in a long time, which I can tell by the reactions of you guys. Like Mark is telling me that I need to sit down and lock in, and he also proposed to be my assistant. You know, I do need that. So yeah, we could, I don't know, we don't have that posted on the job board, the careers portal, but Kelly does need an assistant. I'm realizing that. But today, as I was trying to retest how the everything streaming-wise works, I made the absolutely phenomenal decision of starting the stream prematurely. And so when I started the stream, I just came in from, I'd taken a long walk, and I was listening to church. And then I just come in and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go see my family. So let me make sure that I test the stream so I don't have to test it on my way back. So I was like, let me make sure that I test the stream. So I started to test it, but I didn't accurately do it because like the time in the game had disappeared a bit. And so what happened was I started the stream and some of you came in, I think like 50 people rushed in. They were like, Kelly, oh my gosh, how are you doing? And I had no idea. So I'm just here and like my head is all because I'm sitting down. So I'm like, you know, just confused. And then I go to my room and my laptop was open in my room and I see on my laptop that I was live. And I said, oh my gosh, that is crazy. So I zoomed back over here and I went in the chat and I said, hey guys, sorry, I'm testing. And I was just hoping that nobody was hearing the conversations that I was having or anything like that. But if you did, I believe you know how to keep a secret. Okay, nice. So that is what happened earlier today, but it is cool because we are here now and I genuinely want to build a very honest and open environment. I want us to be truthful, but I also want to give you a lot of clarity because obviously some of you may know, some of you have not seen, but recently on my Instagram, I caught a lot of hate because on this Instagram post, you know, I've been recently posting more often because I went on a long social media break, and I genuinely wanted to lock in with God and see, what is it that you want me to do? What is the direction you want me to go? And day by day, I think we're actually really getting there. And I caught myself constantly running from the trading industry, which a lot of you know that last year on Christmas, I released a video called I'm Leaving the Trading Industry. Yes. And so when I went on this social media break at the beginning of this year, I really genuinely was trying to figure out, what am I going to do, right? Because here's one thing that I realized. A lot of people that want to learn how to trade, and I want you to answer this in the chat if this is you. I want to read it and know that it is you, right? Because yes, y'all are correct on what you're currently saying in the comments. But I want you to tell me if this is you. I have noticed that a lot of people that come to me about wanting to learn how to trade, or wanting to learn how to get into that world or do what they've seen me do online, are not actually passionate about trading. Like, they have an eagerness to learn it, which I do think everybody should at least learn the skill. Like, it doesn't have to be your full-time job, which I wouldn't even fully recommend that. It doesn't have to be your end-all be-all, but I do think people should learn it just to know how to utilize it and benefit from it. But I realized, and tell me if I'm wrong or if this is you, that a lot of people, they're not saying I want to learn how to trade because they're truly passionate about trading. What they're saying is, hey, Kelly, I have money and I want to see how to turn it into more money. Tell me if I'm correct on that, if that's you or not. Or if you're like a fully like, hey, Kelly, I'm all in. I'm ready. I'm fully passionate about this thing. I'm not going to be upset at any answer. I'm not going to be happy at either answer. So don't say it for the sake of me. Say it for the sake of you. What is it that, are you on the trading is my end all be all must work? Or are you, I have money and I want to take the money I have and make more money. And that money can be an infinite amount of money. Like, whether that is through whatever source of income is going to get me to an infinite amount of money with the time freedom and location freedom. If it's not trading, I'm cool with that. But I want to do what makes sense for me. You tell me what that is for you. All right, let's see what these comments. God is great, Mark. Amen. Okay. All right. Just like you in the beginning, I'm trying to make it out. Okay. All right. I want my money to start working for me. You're all in. I'm guessing to trading. All in. Trying to make money. I'm all in. You know what? Here's what's going to make life easier. Ooh. I'm going to do a poll. Turn my, and Twitch, I don't think we have the ability. Okay, or all right. There's no wrong answer, right? But I want you to think of your why. And so I just put a poll on YouTube. I want to take what little I have and make more so I can open my own film production company. Nice. I want to turn trading into my day job. Okay, nice. I want to stop trading time for money by utilizing the markets. Now, I want to note that when I say if you want to take your money and turn it into more money, that still means you get all the perks of trading. You get time freedom. You get an infinite amount of money. You get to just do what you love. If you could do what you love and get paid for that, would you do it? Or the other option is, would you rather trade, and that's like your full passion? Ooh. All right, I'm about to check in 5 seconds. I'm just doing something quickly, very quickly. Ah. Ah, 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 ah. That's how birds sound every morning. And then I'm going to tell you guys about what I was saying, but I genuinely wanted to get an understanding of where you're at and whatnot. All right. You have me back in action. In 3, 2, oh, maybe not 3, 2, 1. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Turn my money into more money has 61%. Trade forever has 40%. Why is that? Yeah, I want to turn. Uh-oh. I just glitched this. You want to help others do the same? Okay, I'm the only real trader in the comments. Interesting take. Why would you? We don't do that. Whether you're a real trader or you think you're the best trader ever, we don't do that. Okay? No. All right. Let's come back over here. Kelly, we know you obviously made plenty of money in the past when prop firms were the way to go and you were very successful at it. Oh. No. No. I don't like prop firms. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the hate I've been getting because that has to do with it. So I posted a video on Instagram, and in this video, I exposed the way that traders, traders that are influencers. Obviously, this isn't like every single trader in the world. It's not the Wall Street traders. I can't speak for them. I'm not one of them. But trading influencers, the way they make their money, and I exposed it because it has dealt with me for years. And it frustrates me when I see the stakes keep getting higher in terms of what material wealth looks like, but the actual seriousness keeps getting lower. Like the barrier to entry does not exist. It's just as long as you are fascinated by the material things somebody has, then that makes you qualified. You know, so I don't know what that is. Okay. All right. So let me answer all the questions. So in this video, I posted it and I was like, yeah, okay. And I'll tell you guys, I was like, here are the ways that people make money. Number one, if they post their profits every single day, they either sell a signals group or they have a course. If their signals group is free or they don't have a course, then they're getting paid through broker affiliate deals. If the broker affiliate deal is lucrative enough, they're getting paid every time you deposit money, every time you withdraw money, and every single time that you place a trade, and also when you lose money. They are making money off of your line. Oh my gosh. We have to cut that out of the stream. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. I'm gonna try this again because I realized I'm on the old version of Trendline. So give me a second as we act like. Oh no. I don't know. So we're gonna act like you didn't see that. Let me go and make sure that we are actively in the right one. Because we've been working on refining this. I just want to make sure it is the right thing. There we go. You're working. Guys, I got it to work. Okay, this is the updated one. I was like, no. Okay, let's get into what Trendline does, all right? Okay. I'm your trade mentor AI. Thank you. A trading coach and emotional guide who helps you read markets, build process, and manage the psychology of trading. Thank you, Trendline. So what do? You teach market structure, price action, and institutional concepts. Track volume and session contests, risk and journaling, read charts and give balanced bullish and bearish views, plus confirmation, coach emotional states, protect capital mentally, explain trades in plain language, flag when you're, okay, thank you. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you. All I said was, who are you? And you're out here telling me what you do. See, that's the problem with our generation nowadays, is when we meet people, the first question we ask is, what do you do? Like, we feel like we can't base somebody on their level of importance if we don't know what they do for a living. Because if they say they work and they're just like a waiter, we're like, oh. If they say they work for a tech company, it's like, ooh. If they say they have a business, it's like, ah. But why can't we just value people on the content of their character, not the outlining of their pay stubs? Wait. Where's my applause? I'm not connected. Dang, I couldn't even give y'all my applause. Where's my applause? I couldn't even give it to y'all. That's pain. Anyways. Now, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up something that all of you really love. Let's go to TradingView. Okay? So this is SPX. I don't like having a volume indicator. SPX is looking kind of like Bitcoin. Interesting. I'm going to go to the 15-minute chart. I'm going to come here. And you know what? I'm not even going to mark it up. I just want to know what to do. I'm going to take a picture, download image. We've downloaded the image. I'm going to go back to Trendline. I'm going to upload this picture I just took, if it would like to work with me. Which one was that? Were we on Spy? I just gotta find where the picture went. But once I find where the picture went, I found it. Okay, so I've uploaded this picture. I'm gonna say, and don't do this. Well, you can do it, but should I buy this? Can you tell me what you're seeing? Is it going up or down? This is the ultimate test of Trendline's power and determination, because if Trendline fails this, I will cry. Tell me what you see. We're taking a second here. Oh my gosh, Trendline is failing it. Oh! Trendline, you didn't fail. I hear the urgency. You want a clear read. I can't tell you to buy, but I can read the chart. You can read the chart and show what would make me more confident, bullish or bearish. Hold on. Quick read, instrument and time frame. I never told him what it was, did I? I didn't. What were we looking at over here? SPX. This is the S&P 500's index. I never said that. I just said, should I buy? Right? So if we come back over here, instrument and time frame is the S&P 500 on the 15-minute time frame. That's crazy. We never told you that. The trend direction, okay? Short term, you are mixed to leaning bearish. The chart shows a recent lower high after a bounce. That's our bounce. We bounced. That's our lower high. Okay, let me go and mark this out. Let me make sure I'm following. This is our bounce. And this is our lower high. How do we know that's a lower high? Because it's not as high as the last high. That was not where the last high was, which was here. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Okay, let's see what else you tell me. Key swing highs and lows. Okay, so recent swing high area near the cluster around 68. 68.50 to 68.60. Recent swing high against 68.50. Oh, that is our recent swing high. Right there, look at that. Isn't that quite crazy? Okay, what else? On the sharp sell-off near 66.40 and current short-term support around 6. Okay, so we had a recent sell-off around 66.40. So let's see. We have 66.40. Where's that at? Where's that at? 66.40. Oh, that's where we just were. This is where price fell to. Okay, boom, that was our sell-off. And then current short-term support is around 67.20 and 67.40. So let's go find our 67. Let's go find our 67.20 to 67.40. Let me make it a box. Let's see if we can do a box here. Where's my boxes? Where's my boxes? Where's my boxes? Well, this is almost embarrassing. So we have 67. This area is, oh, that does look like support. Trendline. You're kind of smart. You're kind of smart, okay? Supply and demand zones. Isn't that institutional? That's quite crazy. You understand that? Okay. Where's our supply and demand zones? 68.20 to 68.60. That's our supply. Why do I keep going back there? No. Don't try and make me join. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't feel like logging in. Yeah, I beat him. And now he just removed everything I was working so hard for. So let's see if we can find our supply. 68.20 to 68.60. So let's go back and get our rectangle. 68.20 to 60. Oh, that is a supply because price went in there and fell. I'm not going to say anymore. I think Trendline is pretty freaking awesome. So what do you think? Trendline says that his bullish sentiment is 40%. He's 40% confident that price will buy because it'll be bullish if it holds above the short-term support zone of 60, okay? And if price reclaims and closes above the recent swing high, bearish sentiment is 60%. So he's more bearish than he's bullish because price has been unable to make higher highs. Okay, nice. And then he tells me how to know which bias will confirm it. He gives me practice so I can practice. He wants me to mark the recent swing high, the short-term support band, and the wick low. What does that mean? What is short-term support band, wick low? What does that mean? Let's give him a second. He's thinking about it. Okay. Those words are just short ways traders use to describe what parts of the chart matter. I'll keep it simple. A short-term support band is a support means, support means price and short-term, okay. How to spot, draw a horizontal box where several candles have. Thank you, Trendline. Trendline's pretty smart. But Trendline, let's say I don't feel like going on TradingView because TradingView keeps trying to make me pay. I'm not trying to pay. So let me just generate a chart. Can you show me SPX? That's what we were, you showed me. Wow. Let's see. I want another one, actually. Don't show me SPX. Let me see NVIDIA. Because a lot of people are talking about NVIDIA and everything. Oh, okay, we got NVIDIA. Oh, and we can come here and we can adjust the chart and we can do all this. Hold on, let me put this on I want to go to the 1 day time frame. I want to see how it's been moving every day. That is crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this in the trading industry, ever. Don't hate on AI, guys. It is the future. Because what you've been asking for, of when you look at a chart and you don't understand it, we just did that. But tell me when you've seen somebody create that. Oh my gosh. When we said we were traded solutions, we genuinely meant that we were the solution to the trading industry. You need a trading plan? Let me ask you this question. You need a trading plan? We will make one for you for free, delivered in under 24 hours. You need to learn how to trade because you need someone who would teach you live and actually test your ability to retain the information? Oh, we do that. Yes, live, not pre-recorded, not put in a course where if you have a question, the creator of the course can't answer you because they just wanted you to buy it and treat it like passive income, when courses should not be passive income, and nobody should be treating your education as passive for them. That is insulting. Oh, and 3, if you are still trying to understand how to contemplate different trading concepts, how to understand different trading concepts, how to understand a chart that you haven't even marked up, to have practice in how to chart a chart, Trendline will do it for you. Is that not crazy what we've created? I don't know, you tell me. Are we missing something? And Trendline, in case you're wondering, if you are a part of our accelerated residency program, it is complimentary, it is included, you can use him as much as you want. Well, okay, actually you could probably only use him about 50 times a day. Right now, we aim to increase that, but he is expensive, and he was expensive to build, he's expensive to maintain, so right now we have it limited at 50. And that is us being not optimistic, safe. Optimistically, though, we aim to make it possible further. But if you are not a part of our accelerated residency program, you can apply to access Trendline right now for $15.99 a month. So now, Trendline also has an application process when it comes to coming in. It's not that he does, you just have to apply and then you have to pay and then we have to approve you. You aren't actually being like, I really want to use this. No. If you apply, if you pay, we will approve you. The problem is we just have to control the surge and we have to make sure that he is refined properly. So, yeah. Okay. Do we have an annual fee discount? We can create that. Lung sounds? You can hear my lungs? I don't know how I feel about that. If I failed the assessment at the end of the week, will I fall behind because I can't move on until I pass it? No, we will reach out and figure out where you're stuck on and see how we can implement that. At least that is our goal. But no, we will make it so you do not fall behind the class. The only way you can fall behind the class is if you just don't attend at all or you don't follow up on the recordings. But yeah. Does it work for Canadians? I believe it works for anybody in the world. The trading plans work for anybody in the world. The Trendline is for anybody in the world. Yeah, Sean confirmed that with me, but yes. Yeah. Now, right now, when we have our market overview, we're within Trendline. As you can see what we're looking at right now. Within Trendline, you can review what the market is doing, similar to what I was just doing. If I go to the 30-minute and whatnot, and adjust. Okay, we won't do the 30-minute. There we go. The 30-minute was looking crazy. But anyways, right now, as you see it, our biggest thing is, oh wow. Yeah, right now as you see it, like I said, this stuff is expensive. We haven't made any money as a company. We have been running through our parent company's wonderful donations called Cash Capital, our owner and full 100% investor. Anyways, so because of that, the funds that you pay us do not go to putting me on a luxury boat. I would only love to do that after I have helped you. I don't want to do it before. So what the more that we are able to fund these products that we've created, the better and better they will get. And that is our promise to you. That is not just me talking. That is not me trying to sound convincing for you to buy something. At the end of the day, we know what these products will do for the industry. We also understand they are absolutely industry changing. So we want you to be able to enjoy them to the best of your abilities. And yeah, I'm freaking excited. This has taken 2 years to build, and a lot of people doubted that we would actually build it. Now, why would you do that? Don't do that anymore. Don't do that. Because, listen, I may take time, but I will always do it. And I would hope you have that same mantra for yourself. It may take time, but it will come to pass. The Bible says in Habakkuk 2:2-3, write the vision down and make it known on tablets so it may be seen as you run. The vision is set for an appointed time, for it will not tarry, aka will not wait. It will surely come to pass. It is an appointed time that will come to pass. So, just know that. All right, I want to answer all of your questions that you have. I want to know what questions you have. And yeah, I want to know where you would like to see us, like just what's on your mind. What are you thinking? Everything that I've showed you recently, how are you feeling? What are the questions you have for me? Trading related, business related. And yeah, I'm excited for when we really push this to the industry. You are among the first to see this. Okay, let's see. Is Trendline you? LOL. Is Trendline me? What does that mean? Like, am I Trendline? I help build Trendline, definitely. I've been learning how to trade online, YouTube, and even paid mentor to teach, but to no avail. I'm 64. James, you are a wonderful age. I love it. Like I said, the industry has a huge problem. People care more about profits than people. Or some people are really skilled at what they do, but they're not skilled at teaching. And so they're not able to effectively communicate what they do in a manner that makes sense. We don't want to do that. Hey Tiffany, how are you? I'm a beginner trader and I love your videos. Thank you. I've been paper trading for now. Great. What time frames do you think are best to look at when looking at the charts? It depends on your plan. So if you want to do day trader, like day trading, 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour for greater scale. If you're swing trading, you go up a bit more. So you're looking at 15-minute entries, 30-minute entries, 1 hour. You can look at the 2 hour, 4 hour. If you're looking at long term, you're looking at the day, the week, and 4 hour. But yeah, I hope that helps. It's really just about you look at it depends on how much you want to do. Did we pick the winners from Thursday night? No, we have not done that yet. So on Thursday, we gave away a scholarship, a free full ride scholarship to the Trade Accelerated Residency Program, and an individual get access to Trendline completely free at no cost to them. Because I lack a monitor Because I lack a monitor to how me set. I have yet to trade. James, I'm going to assume what you're saying is because you lack a monitor, you haven't started trading. If you have a laptop, I started trading on a laptop. You don't need this large monitor that I have. Let's see if I can show you what my monitor looks like if I pull up my phone here. Can you see how large my monitor is? It's like from there all the way to there. Yeah, you don't need that. My laptop was more efficient for me. My phone. How do you stay disciplined when a trade is going the opposite way? You have a stop loss for where you say, if price goes below this, it's going the opposite direction and I'm out. You have a price target, like your own price target, aka if my money goes below this amount, I'm getting out because I want to protect my capital. Or or you gotta get out the trade, and accept that you were wrong. But if you still believe you're right, trust it. I'm an artist. Can I draw you? You could try. It's kind of hard to put beauty to paper. No, I'm playing. Sure. I've lost money buying stupid corset wool and trading and losses. But Kelly, Trendline is wow, because it would make you know exactly if to go long or shorts. Yes, but no, yes. So I want to show you something about Trendline as I come back up here, because what I don't want Trendline to become is a tool that you rely on and not a tool that you use to aid you. So if we come over here, you'll see that at the bottom of Trendline, he has a confidence score. And that confidence score is important because you won't see this on like any AI platform, but we wanted to input a confidence score where Trendline has to tell you how confident he is in the answer he just gave you. So we didn't want it to be, and we also don't allow him to be 100% confident because no. So you'll never see 100% confidence. You'll likely see below 90% confidence, but he's pretty confident. So what he's telling you is, listen, this is a system that we have trained. This does not run off the internet. It's not getting the information from an external browser. We have trained Trendline. So everything you see Trendline saying and doing, we have trained him to be able to say that and do that. So his confidence score means he can sometimes be wrong, and you need to be mindful of that. And that's why it's important for us to still educate ourselves. Again, Trendline is worldwide. As long as you can make a purchase through Stripe, then you are good for anyone to access. So you'll see here, he was 83% confident. Or you can call Trendline a girl if you want to call Trendline a girl. Like, I'm just saying because Trendline used to be my son. We won't get into that. Anyways, you'll see an 83% confidence score, which means that he's 83% confident in this answer. He will never be 100%. He probably will never be 90% because we have trained him that way. You'll see a 65% confidence score here, right? So this is when he gave us all the areas. He's saying, this, I'm pretty sure, but like, I could be wrong because we trained him to give you a bullish and bearish sentiment. So I don't want you to take that and be like, I have to get into a trade above this. That is just the bullish and bearish sentiment. So we wanted him to, if someone needs help finding their support and resistance or where they can get into a trade, you can help. But don't say for sure, because at first he was being a little naughty and was trying to say for sure. Well, nobody told him to do all that. Okay? Because somebody's saying because Trendline's so smart, he has to be, well, she, they, them, has to be a girl. What time is class? Evening. So we're looking at 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. EST. Or as they say, 8/7 Central on late night television. James, I appreciate that. Will I be a confident trader after 60 days? What I would tell you is you'll be confident in your ability to understand what trading is and how the markets work, and that is more important than anything. If that does not make you a confident trader, I don't know what will, but that should make you confident. Now, that does not mean that you will be immediately profitable. It does not mean that you will make a ton of money immediately, because it is still a journey. You can learn everything about, let's say, for example, we had someone in here that was a nurse. You'll learn everything about being a nurse in school. Everything from the medications to take, to the prescriptions to give, to the different injections that you're going to be supplying, to the different diseases that are out there, to how to care for a patient, all of that. You will learn all of that in school. but you don't apply it until you get in the real world to know how smart you are. There will be nurses there that will be able to tell you, I have been working in this industry for 22 years. If a patient comes in and they are telling you that they have not drank alcohol in 8 years or they barely drink, but you can tell that their urine is indicative of someone who is an alcoholic, they are 100% an alcoholic, and they will lie to you to be able to access the thing that they are addicted to. And you will say, well, technically, when I was in school, it told us this, and that. And they will say, I know, and that is correct, but from my experience over 22 years, I have noticed this happens more often. So, yes. That is just what I will say. What is our focus market and trade it? We are currently teaching stocks and Forex. Their accelerated residency program goes over options trading and Forex trading. How accurate is the free trading view compared to the paid platform? I mean, giving real-time market info. I can't answer that question. That's a trading view question. Please make your user sign disclaimer to protect yourself before you get sued. What we get sued for? Now, why would y'all think we haven't valued our protection? But I appreciate that. Why would we get sued? For what? What's my wife saying to everyone? I don't know. You should ask her. What is she saying to everyone? Sleepy, how long will this meeting go till tonight? We're about to wrap it up right now. Right now, I'm just answering your questions, your different Q&A questions. I had some on Instagram that I said I would get to. But yeah, I'm just answering the questions you have because I don't come on here often. So I want to make sure that when I come on here, you are treated with that care. I might come on here more often. I might push trade it so much that you'll be like, can she stop marketing this thing? And to that, I will say never. Because if you knew you had the solution to a cancer that had been spreading through tumors of every individual that you encounter, would you not speak about it? If you found the cure, would you not keep speaking about it? And that is how we feel. That is how I feel. If I gotta say this thing to everybody and show this thing to everybody over and over and over and over, I will do exactly that. Okay, so to answer these questions. What is my best strategy? Find support and resistance on the 1-day time frame, entries on the 5-minute. Can you really truly learn and earn money like in addition to your current job? I work evenings. You can. You can. Now, if you're trying to earn tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands in a short amount of time, that's unrealistic. Your job won't even do that for you. Is it possible? Absolutely. But it's optimistic at the very least. I want to give back to you. Oh, it's the billboard one. Yes, do the billboard. We're cool with that. We just have to talk about it. Like, you'd have to talk about it with probably our legal team to see what like our liability is on that. But I'm a scalper, been learning for a while, and contract sizes still confuse me. How do I answer this one? So contracts, when you're finding options contracts, they're not that difficult. I just always go a little bit away or a little bit away from the money or at the money, and then each contract has a price, so you know how much money you want to risk. Help me become free, marry me, give me financial freedom, and I will give you my There's no way. I should give you financial freedom and you will give me your life? That don't even make sense. I'm a woman. Like, no. Anyways, that's not in our future. That was his next question, was that this isn't our future. It's not. Please check my DM to you. It's important, but it's not for the live tomorrow. I don't really check DMs, I'll be honest with you. So apologies on that. That's why if you want to catch me and you want to ask me a question, this is where to ask it. If you're asking me in my DMs, I like 98% chance will not see it unless you have my personal number, and I still struggle to text back on my personal number. But that doesn't mean that I don't care about you. That's why I come on live, because the same way in Trade It, we value live education, is the same way I want you to value, and I genuinely value live interaction. What kind of collaboration or partnership you open to outside social media? I don't know, you tell me. Listen, that's one thing I believe. I always say everyone in Trade It is not just a customer, they're not a student, they're not a client, you're not none of that. I mean, you are that, obviously, but what we genuinely see is a partnership. You are committed to the future of financial education when you choose us. And so we want to choose you as someone in the future we partner with and we are able to move forward with. We are able to say, you are somebody that we want to be a part of. You are somebody that you have a gift and we want to pour into that gift, and we also want to utilize the platform that you have to spread the education and the mission that we have at hand. And we want to also allow you the ability to do that. How long do I think it takes for people to be successful in trading? On average, it's 3 to 4 years, but I'll tell you what, that is why we made Trade It, because we wanted to see, can we do it in 60 days? If we give somebody 60 days of focused attention, actual retention strategies, and we genuinely poured into them with live education, will that change the amount of time it takes somebody to learn? Because the 3 to 4 years is based off self-education, which takes a lot of motivation, a lot of drive, a lot of discipline, and a lot of time. And a lot of people don't have that. Please teach me, respond back to my text. I know classes are in the evening. Have we decided what time? Yeah, we said 8, 7 Central. Great job on Mission Trade It. My question is, does learning ever stop in trading? Does learning ever stop in life? You tell me. You tell me. Okay. Okay, all right. So it looks like 70% of you overall on the poll voted that you would rather turn your money into more money than trade. So that is a new route that we will be taking, is genuinely figuring out, like right now, yes, Trade It is a thing, and I want you to learn the skill of trading so you can apply it at any point in time if you want to. And there's several times that like I'll be bored and I'll place a trade, and I'll be like, dang, I forgot how fun this is. Then other times I'm like, dang, this thing is stressful on the brain. But one thing that I will tell you is you have a passion and a thing that you want to do and a thing that you would like to find success in, and greater than teaching you how to trade, we want to genuinely pour into you as an individual, and I want to make sure that you can grow your business, you can grow your knowledge, you can grow your financial ability, you can grow your financial education, and that is what my purpose is for you. If I am only teaching you how to trade, I have failed. If this is the only platform that helps you, I have failed. We want to create the ability for you to understand how to run your teams, understand how to build great products, because I am so grateful for my team. It looks like Kelly did this. I keep saying the team. Like, I am so grateful for the company that we've built and that we're continuing to build, and the people that we're able to pour into, and the way that they feel and the way that they operate. Like, it is phenomenal to just have a team of people who, I mean, I wake up and it's like this department and this department and this department and this department are all operating. Like, I'm in the know, but it's like we're getting the Trade It stuff solved, then the Kelly OG side is getting solved, and then like the actual operations, and then the hiring process. And it's like I got a long checklist of things I got to go through, but I have a functioning team that's doing a really great thing, and I want to be able to teach you how to do that as well, and in a lot of ways. But yeah, so anyways, I am going to let everybody go to sleep that would like to go to sleep. Before I do that, I would like to remind you that you can request a complimentary trading plan on tradeitsolutions.com right now for completely free. You can apply to our application portal to be able to be considered to join the Trade It Accelerated Residency Program for completely free. That does not mean the program is free. It means applying is free. Please be intentional. We've had some people complain that you're not allowed to copy paste your responses? Of course not, because although we use AI to be able to be better traders, we want people who are using their brain, because that teaches us how you are able to retain and process information and truly value it. If you cannot do that, then yeah, because nowadays we have a lot of people that use AI to do stuff, and we're like, guys, we can tell when it's AI because we use AI a lot in the company. We use it a lot. So, anyways, if you would like to use the first ever intelligence assistant for traders, aspiring traders, and people who would like to do it, right there, Traded Solutions, we have all the answers, and we are only going to continue to improve upon it more. Friday, thank you so much for staying up till 3:38 a.m. Genuinely, I'm grateful. That is a compliment. But yes, you should sleep. Before you sleep, though, there's one thing I want to do that you know I always do, and I wouldn't be here without it, okay? If you are not a Christian, can you please allow me to pray for you? And if you are a Christian, please do pray with me. It is a Sunday. It is a great day. It is the first day of the week. Please remember that Monday sets the tone for the week. How you start your Monday is ultimately how you dictate the rest of your week. And all I ask for is that you are intentional and serious about it, because every day that you don't work and strive towards what you want to do is a day further away from being able to live and thrive in what you want to do. And I want you to do that. So, anyways, God, I thank you for allowing us to gather here today. I thank you for allowing us to wake up this morning, allowing us to see the wonderful light of this day. God, I ask that you cover each and every single person that is listening to this with the blood of Jesus, that you forgive them for their sins, the ones they did knowingly, the ones they did unknowingly. I ask that you give us a renewed mind, renewed faith. Allow us to be fresh and flourishing in all that we do. Allow us to be able to trust in the greater mission, the greater purpose, and all that you have set before us. God, I know that it may be difficult for us to see what the future looks like, because right now things are cloudy. We're struggling to pay the light bill. We're struggling with the groceries, or we're struggling to find happiness in life. Our relationships are starting to crumble. Our marriage is starting to have issues. But God, for those people who those are their portions, they're struggling with their children listening to them or developing properly, or even being able to be serious and intentional. Their grades are dropping. God, I ask that today as we are speaking, there will be a renewal of their faith. There will be transformation, that they will not understand how it happened, that overnight you could change things that did not make sense before. So God, I ask that you allow them to be intentional in everything that they do. You allow them to see the blessings that are meant for them. Do not allow them to be missed. God, I ask that you give them wisdom and discernment so that they may be able to go and thrive in all that they do, that they may be able to spot out people who are not of you, and who are of the enemy, but who are not of their future, that their destiny helpers will be a part of them, and that some people may feel uncomfortable in where they are at right now. But one thing I know for sure is you are God that does exceedingly abundantly above all we could ever ask for or think. You said, ask and we shall receive. You said that if we seek you, all things will be given unto us. So God, one thing I ask is that for those of us that are listening, that are not aware of you, that do not understand your power, that have not been exposed to you, God, I ask that you reveal yourself to them, that you show them your miraculous abilities, that you heal things in their life that they are forced to say, this must only be God, that you bring things into their life that they are forced to say, this could only be God. God, and I ask that overall you heal this industry, you allow Trade It to change the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals in whichever form or fashion you have set before it. And we ask that we go on a mission to reform what the industry has been and create a better one, so that people who are trying and just want a better life are not seen as a pocketbook, but they are seen as an individual with a purpose. So God, overall, I just ask that you give us your mighty protection, your mighty blessing, that you allow us to continue to trust in you and believe in you, and that you show yourself in our lives as we continue to give you all the glory, all the honor, all the adoration, and all the praise. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Amen. Friday, you are a very healthy 58. Thank you for staying up till 3:38 a.m. for this. It's always awesome to talk to you guys. I think I might stream more often. It's just streaming. I know you stay here for 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours we've been on streams, but I just want to thank you because as the person that has to stream, this takes so much energy out of me. It takes so much energy out of me. So, yeah, I mean, you got to think whenever you're streaming, you can't have a dull moment. I have to continuously talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. If I go silent for 15 seconds, then people lose interest. So we have to make sure they're doing it real entertainment. But hey, I'm happy that you found it worthy of your time and of your night. I pray that your night is amazing, and I pray that your week is even greater. So let's continue to be better and better each and every single day. For we will not allow stagnancy to hold us back. That is not in our portion. We will not allow delay to be our portion. That everything that is meant for us will actually come at an expedited rate. And we will not be forced to see the promised land from a different view, but we shall live in it and thrive in it and receive our full inheritance. I am so grateful and thankful for you all. Listen, again, you see this thing right here, the first university style system for trading. I'm excited for you to experience it. Thank you for spending your Sunday night with me, and I shall see you